Mentors and guides. To my mentors and guides, caring less for life inveterate than my decay, your brightness, warm and bonny in the sun, enlivening, you share the shining plough, and handcarts from old testaments ablaze with an ancient jealousy of ours, would rather be among the cats lazing in the afternoon than beaming at each other in the universal lack of progress. How bleak and long that is, when to be haunted by what's done is bad enough. You're looking good. Hard-driven age has left behind old company, and I love your stricken ways. Your talk is so much less devout than stewardship of me. I never thought it was self-pity. By the lightness of your tread, I knew that you were solid. Slow to learn that you are plagued by ghosts, whose purpose weirdly shines on us. Can you for a while forget that hurtful light which stretches out? Aren't we all suspended in one single Arctic ray? Those still alive, my mentors and my ghosts.
Late home. The storms passed on, and leaves behind wet canopies strung with points of brightness, counted out like amber beads, ponderous on shiny branches. Sluiced underground, an oily babble mimics well the human tongue's gullet leak, softens in blind passages, rubs brick-faced clay and drain-deep stone. A flooded, vast internal system, capillaried in taps and cisterns, rising through the inky homes, locked in sprays of light. To a pedestrian, quicker than the leaves' plump drops, more certain than that surface patter is the spoken song of tender oratory that clatters on the liquid dark. Incantation draws upon the eddied memory in underwater's one direction, as if the puddled paths in their rank depths of long familiar fragrances released lead down and would entirely disappear. That's a lot of colons.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I needed an editor from that first collection. This is the Reynolds pass. So this is this I like to. Yeah, take as long as you like on that. I'm not.
Turning point.
Oh no, it's not. Okay, turning point's fine. It's the next one.
Reynolds path. Yeah.
I've misspelled Frome and I've introduced
Frome
to the valley, just for the rhyme.
Yeah. Well, Frome is.
It said Frome.
It is, yes.
My one concession to the reader. What can I say?
Turning point. Like my heartbeat in a bed spring, early birdsong on a wire penetrates the mainstream, thought through a muffled pillow, at the cave mouth of my bedroom window summoning a thaw. The spiderwebs outdoors were swollen, pocketed, like the apple orchards hampered with March snow. Today, pickers and growers prepare again for lightning, thunder, blossom's first components of the year. Roofs drip, valley ice shrinks softly. At the turning point, a lorry's slewed, container on a neighbour's car. In his cab, the driver's cold, resigned to anything except another night stuck here. He's moving on. Daily bread will be delivered and normal life resume. The ambience is sullen, muddied. Now night's long spell, its crystalline curfew has lifted and traffic noise returns. Birdsong rising slow.
Nice. That's from being snowed in Chalford.
That's one of these where the punctuation really works fully.
This is from the second collection. Yeah. And finally, Pilgrim Station, the Jordan by moonlight. We were playing cards on the lively banks, while our riverboats tugged at their moorings like tethered horses, anxious to be off and ride the spate of the earlier storm. Frothy waves reflected high scudding cloud, and the river's surge was drowning out talk. From John the Baptist's house of sadness, it carried palms around the promised land to a salty finish on the Dead Sea shore. Man, you should have seen those holy rollers. Everything was drawn along in the storm, or, more accurately, its aftermath. It was the best time that we've had in years. Am I even in focus here? White tree. White tree. 6 miles out of Tewkesbury. Tractors, sweat and dust. New-mown hay. Diesel heavy on the air. On set of dusk, a skyline aquarelle. The antique pictures, neatly executed hills, as delicate as apricot on glass, hard as porcelain, robust. A china glaze surrounds the lawn hotel. Its clientele, rakish in their tilted hats, old men under parasols mill around the garden chairs. Through wisps of grass they seem too brightly painted, reddened by some heat died in before today's fierce sun, murky at the last hurrah. Further in, on pasture land, an oak stripped white and bare. From its ruptured trunk run spears of milky lightning into the soft night air.